Aries, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-January 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Aries collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous, my friends. Let's shuffle it up one time. Talk to me, my gods. What do we got? Get it going. And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card real quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it popping here. What's going on for Aries, my gods? All right, yeah, that came out real quick. So we do have this interesting card that does have this woman with the hourglass, and it can be speaking about time in some form or fashion. Now, I know that is a very broad spectrum type of topic, and we'll start dissecting it. Before we do, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the January subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Have a look at this lovely lady. Very mystical looking, right? So she is holding that hourglass. Obviously, the sands are slipping through her fingers. So in this time, you specifically want to make sure you're not wasting your time on anything. Now, that's not a very Aries-like energy. I know Aries are generally on the go. And I'm an Aries myself. We do get a bit of a reputation for being a little impatient sometimes. So your patience might be tested as well. But you might just be going through situations where time is a factor. Whether time feels like it's going really, really fast, super quick. It might feel like it's dragging. Something might feel like it's taking forever. But this construct, this time construct, is super important here. So we're going to put her down. We'll see how it all links up in the reading, of course. But yeah. Make sure you're not wasting your time on things. I'll just leave that broad statement out there. But yeah, let's get into tarot. And yeah, I'm going to get you 3 in the upright before we get the intuitive, juicy stuff going. Let's shuffle it up one time for you, my friends. In that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. I always like to say that. So, let's talk about last week's reading. Now, I always say I try to title these readings as simple as possible, 3 or 4 words. Last week's Aries reading was titled A Huge Mistake, so hopefully you've avoided any, right? Now, it doesn't mean you made a mistake. It could be someone you're linked to that made a mistake, a misjudgment. So we're going to see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you. Let's get you 3. See what's going on with Aries, my gods. Thank you. All right, we do have the 3 of Swords here. Doesn't tank the whole reading, but it's something we're absolutely going to want to have to take a look at. Now, we are still using the cutest deck in the world, in my opinion. We're using the Smith Tiny Tarot, and even that is nice and cartoony. Let's get 2 more. And I hope that energy gets resolved here in this reading. It could just be somebody in some pain. Swords energy, that's communication. It could be harsh words or harsh talk. I'll dig into it further as we go. All right. So all is not lost here, my friends. We have the 8 of Pentacles, and you also have the most positive card in the entire deck. We got the Sun card right here on the back end. So especially if you're linked to Leo, they could be showing up here heavily in this reading. So let's talk about this, because we have a lot of different energetic dynamics to go through. Overall, this could be like a lot of you going through an up and down mixed bag type of time. But real quick, let's get these classical meanings out of the way before the juicy stuff. So position number 1, we have the 3 of Swords. Like I was saying, it's not the nicest energy. It could be a little bit harsh. It could represent pain. I also say everything is on a spectrum. This could represent healing from some sort of pain or heartbreak, which would be good, especially with what we have in the rest of this spread. But yeah, it could just literally be somebody hurting, anxiety, nervousness. So the clarifier for this is going to be very important, okay? And it's a scale. It could be something very, very minor. It could be something major. Now, a portion of you, hopefully you're not having issues in the workspace, because as we press forward through the reading, we have the 8 of Pentacles right in the center. Okay, this is a card of hard work and diligence. For some of you, if you are going through a rough time, you could be trying to distract yourself, trying to work on something. If this isn't pain in regards to the workspace, this is very creative and dedicated, diligent, craftsman type of energy. So Spirit might be asking you to create something with your hands, put your effort forth. So we want to see what's up with this, because it could literally just be changes in the workplace or work dynamics. Now, as we move to the very back end, we have the Sun card. On first glance, this is an absolutely beautiful energy that we're seeing. Whether it comes up in the upright, reverse, the Sun is the most positive card in the deck. If you're connected to Leo, they're showing up heavily there, but the Sun is that light, life, love, happiness, truth, abundance that shines down from source, from the universe. This is a beautiful energy. I also say that whenever the Sun shows up, it can represent the energy of revelation or things being revealed. So it's interesting in that way that we're going to really need to clarify it. Nothing can hide within the rays of the Sun. I always like to say that whenever this card shows up. Now, with the reading we had last week and the Three of Swords here, this could give us a very interesting dynamic to play with. Because as you see, on one end, we have a bit of pain. On the other hand, we have a lot of happiness and joy. So you might be dealing with something that's like a double-edged sword or a flip of the coin. It could go really good. It could go rough. I really want to dive deeper on all of this area, so let's do that. Let's jump in and clarify. Pardon me. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for you, my friends. We'll see if we're getting any holdover energy from last week. What's going on with Aries? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's see what's up with that Three of Swords. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. So if you're feeling any messages that you think Aries needs to hear, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind. You won't be stepping on my toes. All right, Three of Swords. What's it doing here for my Aries people? Might just be getting through a recent time that was a little rough, a little trying. That's absolutely possible, especially since we're leading off with it. Six of Pentacles, yeah. All right, this is giving me either two completely opposite energies here, so just go with it, take whichever one hits for you. For a big portion of you, this could be somebody being extremely generous and helping you out, assisting you, because with the Six of Pentacles in the upright, it's extremely giving. But as I was saying in the very, very beginning, this does feel a little bit harsh, right? So when I see this giving movement type of energy, like, yeah, I could picture you possibly giving it to someone verbally or someone giving it to you verbally. This could be some sort of harsh talk, harsh communication. So just watch out. But for a vast portion of you, this can be very positive, right? Like this could be surprisingly getting through something, or something you might thought, wow, I thought that was going to affect me a lot worse, but I'm doing better than I thought. So this can be good. We really need to see how this plays out. But there could still be a little bit of pain here, especially if you've been dealing with a situation where you felt like you gave a lot. Like, I gave so much. I gave so much to this, so much of myself, so much of my resources. Let's just keep pressing forward. We're going to see what's up with that Eight of Pentacles. So double Pentacles, we're getting a double down of the energy of like possible work things, monetary things. Watch out for issues in that realm. So let's see what's up with that Eight of Pentacles. We'll talk about all this when we come through and do the recap. So why is this Eight of Pentacles here? Thank you. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, some of you might just be in the mode where you're just shutting the world out or shutting somebody out. Okay, specifically if you're having issues or beef with an earth sign, for sure. But the Page of Pentacles is usually a card of learning something new. It's a card of communication. So the two main messages I'm getting here, some of you might be feeling a little stifled by day-to-day monotony, like the humdrum, like the routine. It might be like really stifling you, making you feel like claustrophobic. Or there could just be someone like, you know what, I'm going to mind my business over here. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. It's a bit of a withdrawing type of energy. So some of you might just be in that mode where you're just minding your own business, minding your own P's and Q's, staying busy. You could all stay over there with any mess or nonsense. Or there could literally just be somebody you're shutting out, for sure. So we're picking up lots of messages. It's like as the spread goes through, it's steamrolling here. Could be blockages in communication as well, but the big energy I'm picking up in the middle is someone minding their own business. Like, I'm going to pay attention to what I'm doing, what I got going on. It's diligent, but let's see what's up. Hopefully day-to-day life isn't bothering you too much, because that could be a possibility here in the center. We'll talk about it more. Let's go in on that Sun card. Hopefully we get a happy ending here on this spread. Then we'll do our recap before we get the Shadow card. So why is the Sun here for Aries, please, my gods? Isn't this deck like adorable? I love the characters and their eyes. I've been talking about it, raving about it for like the past 3 weeks, but I can't get over it. It's my new favorite. Probably use it for quite a while. So what's up with the sun? Okay. I do feel you achieving something, gaining something, but it might not be the route you thought it would be. Okay, so take that for what it's worth. We have the 10 of Cups in reverse underneath the sun, and this doesn't feel like all is lost. Something might pay off for you in the end. Something might go very well for you, but it could be of a different route than you thought it would come. Like, all right, I thought that would be a lot easier. Like, so we're having this interesting dynamic of energy here. This is a big win in the end, though. This is a big payoff in the end. Emotional fulfillment. Now, usually the 10 of Cups could talk about a little bit of disharmony in the household when it's in reverse or with family. So watch out for that for sure. Family issues and discourse. But to me, this does feel like something really going your way, but it might be of a more unexpected route. Like it came in a way you weren't expecting. Like, all right, I always thought I was going to do this. I always thought I was going to attain this. I didn't think it was going to come that way. Or like a result might have happened or a situation might have popped up. And it doesn't necessarily feel bad. This is like a win in the end regardless. So let's put that down. These are very positive cards, even though the 10 of Cups was in reverse. Some of you might just be changing the way you view things. You might be extra optimistic in this time too. Even if you are feeling like 3 of Swords, 10 of Cups in reverse, you might be trying to see the silver lining, looking at the bright side of things. And I would say that's a good thing, but I'll stop messing with the cards. Let's go through and do a quick recap before the shadow card. If you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the 3 of Swords with the 6 of Pentacles in the upright. I got a few different things here. So for a portion of you, this could be healing through something like, okay, I'm getting through this easier than I thought I would. All right, I'm not as affected as I thought. For a portion of you, I was picking up a possible harsh talk or communication that could absolutely be here with the free-flowing energy of the 6 of Pentacles, like giving it to someone verbally. But some of you might just be going through some pain where it's like, all right, I gave so much of myself to this. I gave so much of my energy to this. And there might be a little stinging pain linked to that. Moving to the center, we have the 8 of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So you notice there's a heavy pentacle presence here. Money, work, family. Now, to me, this is somebody minding their own business, minding their own P's and Q's. There could absolutely be somebody that you have blocked out, that you are not speaking to, that if they bring any drama, mess, BS, like stay over there. Like you're minding your own business, working your own course. So this does feel good. The day-to-day life, the monotony of life might really get to you in the coming days and weeks. But moving to the very back end, we have the Sun card with the 10 of Cups in reverse. Doesn't feel bad even though the 10 of Cups is in reverse. To me, this did feel like something coming your way in the end through a route that you might not have seen. So an unexpected result of some sort, or you winning one way or another, but just routes and ways you didn't possibly see. Watch out for issues in the family. Try to stay optimistic. Let's get into the shadow card. Please take a screenshot of that if you want to look into it further. But yeah, we're just going to get you one of these here just to put a cherry on top of this reading. What's in the shadows for Aries, my gods? Talk to me. Interesting spread this week because I was picking up a weird duality since the beginning, right? Like a double-edged sword. So what's going on with Aries? Nothing seems like treacherous. I don't feel like I need to give you a warning or anything like that, but let's see what's in the shadows. What's in the shadows for Aries? Okay, Page of Swords. Yeah, so you might be under somebody's magnifying glass here or under the microscope with the Page of Swords in the shadows. Somebody could be watching. Somebody might be wanting to have that chat. So notice within the whole spread, we got the Page of Pentacles. We have all this energy of speaking, talking that's showing up. Now, for a portion of you, pages do represent childhood, so this could represent issues, scars from childhood rearing their head in this time. Might be a connection to an air sign, so think Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So watch out for these things, but the Page of Swords is usually very defensive, okay? So try not to be too combative in this time. That's a big warning we could take when we see the Page of Swords in the shadows. Yes, there's some bad apples out there. Yes, there's some people that don't have your best interest at heart, but not everybody's out to get you. But also know somebody could just be watching your moves. I feel like that's a big one for you guys. So Aries, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details, the January subscriber surprise. For the January subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful adorable Smith Tiny Tarot. This is the deck I used in this week's readings. So if you'd like to get your hands on this, it's two simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments which one of the cards from this week's readings you thought was most adorable. Which one do you like the best? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll announce the winners in my community tab at random. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.